Ladies and gentlemen, what's poppin' with you? It's your boy Sim,
And your boy Mike.
and we're back on Off the Clock Sports Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe right now and hit the like button
And share.
and share it.
Please share it.
Yes, please share it. We're trying to get these subscriber numbers up, trying to get our live stream numbers up, all of that. So we need your help, ladies and gentlemen. We need your help. We're here today to talk about Giannis, talk about the Fakers, his team. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And break that whole situation down, ladies and gentlemen. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, he's got the Milwaukee Bucks afraid right now, ladies and gentlemen, because he's non-committal as far as signing an extension. Your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, at least he's letting the team know well in advance. He's giving his 2 weeks notice. He's like, hey,
2 weeks.
make it
More than
happen.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 2 weeks. But he's like, hey, make me believe that you want to win a championship. That man wants to. He wants another championship.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be happy until he gets one.
Right. According to Giannis, he said, I would not be the best version of myself if I don't know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going for a championship. Everybody's going to sacrifice time away from their family like I do. And if I don't feel like that, I'm not staying. Those are some pretty strong words.
Does that make him sound a little, self-absorbed?
I don't think so. Because, he's like, listen, I'm sacrificing time from my family, right? I'm spending extra hours in the gym, watching extra video, extra tape, all of that, film.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm doing that, I'm the leader. I'm doing that. I expect everyone else to be doing the same thing. If we got one common goal, you know what I mean? And I don't know how much he's saying he's spending time from his family and all of that, but if I'm making sacrifices, I guess that's what he's saying. If I'm making sacrifices, everybody else needs to be making sacrifices too.
I wonder how much the team is going to take that the way you just said it. Or are they taking it like, is he taking shots at us? Like, is he firing off us? Like,
it could be.
I put in my work. I put in my work.
Some of them might. Some of them might, take it that way. But I guess that's going to be a locker room discussion. You know what I mean? Giannis,
I don't know who's going to get in his face about it. Giannis ain't small.
No, he ain't. Giannis continued to say, you've got to see the dynamics, how the coach is going to be. How are we going to be together? At the end of the day, I feel like all my teammates know and the organization knows that I want to win a championship. As long as we're on the same page with that, and you show me and we go together to win a championship, I'm all for it. The moment I feel like, oh, yeah, we're trying to rebuild, there will never be hard feelings with the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, I don't see any time soon that the Bucks would be trying to rebuild. That wouldn't make sense.
No.
You know what I mean? Now, I can understand. I can kind of understand what he's saying, though, because if they do say or say, I'm going to dedicate myself to rebuilding, they may want to rebuild around Giannis.
They have no choice but to build.
But the thing is, the Portland Trailblazers tried 1,000,000 times to build around Dame. Like, the team would be good, then they'd be bad. And then they said, well, we're going to build around Dame again. And they'd be good, then they'd be bad. But they could never put together a team that would compete for a championship. They went to the Western Conference Finals, but they continuously tried to build around Dame, but he continuously was, wanted to make more money, which made it tougher to build around Dame. Then nobody wants to go to Portland. You know what I mean? Milwaukee's not as bad as Portland, I guess, in that regard, as far as people wanting to go there. But I think what he's saying,
But they also just won a championship not too long ago.
Milwaukee.
Right. Yeah. So they definitely had a better team than Portland
in
recent
Yeah.
the recent
Yeah.
past few years. So I think more people will be more inclined to go there because they're going there to go play with a champion.
Right. I mean, I guess I think more people would be inclined to go to Milwaukee. You know, I wouldn't, but
I mean,
I,
he wants to stay. He
yeah,
wants
yeah,
to
yeah.
he wants to
And he
be a
wants to
Kobe.
stay.
He wants to
He wants
be
to stay.
Nowinski.
I mean, he said a long time ago that he's not the type. He's not worried about playing in big cities and things
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? Which is the reason why when we talk about these 5 teams that are likely to pursue Giannis, a lot of them are big cities, and I don't know how much he's into big cities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I don't know. Kevin said you find it hard to believe that he's leaving. I'd have to see it to believe it. I'd find it hard to believe that he's going to leave as well. I don't think he wants to leave Milwaukee. I don't think he wants
No.
to be in a big city. I think he wants his legacy to be something different than what most of your superstars are doing today.
Bouncing from team to team, chasing
Right.
championships.
Right. I think he wants his legacy to be different than that. I think he wants his legacy to be similar to Tim Duncan's. You know what I'm saying? Even though Tim Duncan was, like the big fundamental, and Giannis is not that. He's way more athletic, but just in terms of being with one team, winning championships, and then kind of fading away when his career's over. Because Giannis said, when my career's over, I don't want anybody to know about me and what I'm doing and where I'm at. I'm fade away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he wants his career to be something similar to that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm with him on that.
But, hey, for conversational purposes, let's talk about 5 teams that would be in the running for Giannis.
Portland.
No, not even close. Not even close. I cannot see that happening.
They're going to try to offer him the world, but he ain't going there.
Nah, he wouldn't go there. I mean, first of all, they're in rebuilding mode.
Right.
Right? They're in rebuilding mode. There's no way he's going to a rebuilding team. If he leaves Milwaukee, he's going to a team that's going to put him in a position to win a championship as soon as he steps in the locker room.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So one team that you just can't count out, ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Heat.
They trying to get everybody.
You can't. Yes, and they have success.
Yeah.
You just can't count them out. Pat Riley and the whole crew. You know what I mean? You can't count that out.
No.
You can't count that out. I don't know. I mean, first of all, it seems like they would be able to put together a package for Dame. So if they can put together a package for Dame, then they'd be able to put together a package for Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Giannis makes significantly less than Dame. So they would definitely be able to put together a package for him. I would never count out Miami in pursuing and getting any superstar that's available. Giannis might be the best player in the league. He would, I think, because of the organization of Miami, they're stable, a lot of structure, they have expectations. They've proven to everybody that they're always in win now mode. I think he would be interested in going to Miami. And I think they would have the money. They would figure out a way to get the money to be able to get Giannis. Now, because Giannis, basically the way that it is, Giannis is not going to sign an extension. Okay? He's not going to sign an extension. And by not signing the extension, that means he'll be a free agent at the end of this season, I believe it is.
Yes.
Right? He'll be a free agent. Teams are going to be beating down the door.
Yeah.
Right? And Miami will be front and center. Guaranteed.
A couple of things going to happen from that because he's going to be able to get to see his true value.
I know his true value.
What's that?
Max.
Super max.
Whatever the most that he can make, that's his value.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody. You know what I'm saying? And every organization. Giannis is he draws the crowd. You can market him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't lose. Even if you
Nope.
don't win a championship, you can't lose.
Nope. You're gonna make money.
You're gonna make money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sell jerseys, and people are gonna be there to see him every single night. Can't lose. You can't lose. So Miami, I'm not saying now this list isn't like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. It's just 5 teams that are likely to pursue Giannis. Miami, I can guarantee you they're gonna be in the mix.
Oh, without question.
Without question.
Without
They're
question.
gonna be in the mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're always in the mix.
Yeah,
They don't care who it is, really.
Right. I mean, the only person they probably wouldn't trade is Jimmy Butler because they're going to want to put Giannis and Jimmy Butler together.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you?
You could see Bam Adebayo being in trade talks, Tyler Hero being in trade talks.
I think everybody's on the table except for Jimmy, probably.
Except for Jimmy, probably. Because you're going to want to put those two together.
Right.
Like, you would like to probably put together Jimmy, Bam Adebayo, and Giannis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though Giannis can play the 4 or the 5, but now you got two guys in Bam Adebayo who can play the 4 or the 5, and Giannis who can play the 4 or the 5. You know what I'm saying? Because Bam, he can advance the ball up the court every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a good passer. Giannis obviously can play any position on the floor. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Giannis. That'd be tough to deal with.
Man.
That'd be tough to deal with. The next team, the Golden State Warriors. You just can't mark them out for anybody.
No. And they're quiet about it at that.
They're quiet about it.
Every time they get somebody, you were like, they were trying to get them too?
Right. And they're just smart.
Yeah.
One of the smartest front offices in the league, in my opinion. You know
Completely
what I
agree.
mean? They continuously figure out ways to reinvent their team, to add pieces to keep them competitive. Even when they have a down season, they figure out the next year how do we come back?
Yep.
Right? How do we continue to add pieces around Steph and around Clay with Draymond? You know what I mean? How do we do that? So without a doubt, I could see Golden State being in the mix for Giannis.
Completely agree.
Now, he's not a 3-point shooter. They like 3-point shooters, but his talent is over. Man, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
And again, he will bring tons more money. I mean, you have Steph, Clay, and Giannis.
Steph, Clay, and Giannis. You got Andrew Wiggins over there.
Wiggins.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I would hate to see it happen.
Everybody
I'm tired
would.
of the same teams continuously getting the players.
Yeah.
But it could happen. It could happen. You could see Golden State be one of the teams that's in the mix.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're one of the teams that could be in the mix for sure. Brooklyn.
The only problem I see with this team, they're a fairly young team.
Yeah. I hate to mention Brooklyn getting Giannis, though.
Yeah.
I hate to mention Brooklyn. It despises me to mention the Brooklyn Nets getting Giannis and not the Knicks.
Yeah.
But looking at the way that their team is structured and the contracts that they have, listen, they have a big contract in Ben Simmons, right? And that would be the hole that Giannis would fill. Ben Simmons last season averaged 6.8 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. Mentally, he's still trying to get himself back on track to be an NBA player and all that kind of stuff. If Ben Simmons, I'll tell you right now, if Ben Simmons returns as the type of player that he was, when he was in Philadelphia, even though he can't shoot the ball and those type of things, if he returns and can give you 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, Brooklyn's a really good basketball team.
That they are.
You know what I mean? They're a good basketball team if he can do that. Now he makes $35 million this season.
Who's that?
Ben Simmons.
Ben.
You know what I'm saying? He makes like $35 million.
Why?
I mean, that's the contract that Philadelphia gave him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if Ben Simmons, I mean, there's a hole right there. Ben Simmons just a little bit shorter than Giannis. You know what I'm saying? He's a welfare version of Giannis.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's a welfare version of Giannis. So now you can upgrade and get the corporate version of Ben Simmons. I don't know what to say.
He said that corporate version.
I don't know.
Hey.
Ben Simmons is the welfare version of Giannis. He's not the poor man's version. He's the welfare version of Giannis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now you replace it with the real thing. And the fact that Ben Simmons makes $35 million gets you that much closer to a salary match. If you have to do a sign and trade, because Giannis would be a free agent. I'm not sure when Ben Simmons, this might be the last year of Ben Simmons' contract. So if it's the last year of his contract, now you got a hole there of $35 million or whatever it is to be able to sign Giannis. Giannis is going to demand more than that.
Of course.
He's going to be 40 to 50 million somewhere in there per year. But, $35 million is that eats up a big chunk of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Get rid of a few more players here or there, and they're there.
Right. So, they'll have the ability to bring in Giannis. Would Giannis want to come to New York City? Would he want to play in New York City?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I guess if you had to, New York is the bigger market. The Knicks are the bigger market of New York City, of course, over Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
So, go to Brooklyn, I guess that's still considered a small market, but it's in a big market area at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's still in a big city.
Still in the big city.
I just don't know if you want, Milwaukee's a major city, but
nobody goes there.
New York.
Nobody
goes.
That's true.
I'm
only saying that because I've never been there. So
yeah. But, I could see the possibility and how it could happen. And I'm pretty sure Brooklyn would be at the door trying to get Giannis, and they could be a sleeper team to get Giannis because of the type of team they have, a young team, but still a competitive team. You know what I'm saying? They have talent there. I could see that being a destination, a possible destination.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
I guess we've got to see the way that they do this season. Last year they broke down, they made the playoffs, but they were pretty much in already.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of Kyrie and KD earlier in the season, they were pretty much in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now they're going to be starting from scratch. This season they're starting from scratch, and will they be able to? I think they have the ability to be a play-in team, and then make the playoffs after being a play-in team. I think they do have that ability. Yeah. So it's if they are able to be a play-in team,
the Knicks.
Brooklyn. The Knicks better not be a play-in team. Brooklyn. If they're able to be a play-in team,
you think that'd be enough to attract Giannis?
I think Giannis does take a play-in team and turn them into a contender. Because you're going to add some pieces around it. Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah,
I think he does. You know what I mean? But if you're going to be in New York, you might as well be a New York Knick. You know what I'm saying? You don't come to New York to be a Brooklyn Net. KD tried it. Kyrie tried it. You see what happened. You saw what happened.
They just couldn't handle the Big Apple.
You saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? So if you're coming to New York, you're going to do it with the Knicks. You're going to do it with the Knicks.
See the comment up in here?
Who, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges. They need to come off of Mikal Bridges. I mean, if
I
he if
guess
they
go to the Knicks too.
listen, if Giannis can go ahead and go to Brooklyn and we find a way to finagle it and get Mikal to the Knicks.
Y'all trying to turn it into a 3-team trade, huh?
That's what you do. That's how you get it done. That's how you get it done. Then you got, the Villanova Wildcats playing with the Knicks because you got Mikal Bridges, you got Jalen Brunson, you got Dante DiVincenzo, and you got Josh Hart. And then not only do you got the Kentucky Wildcats, I mean, do you got the Villanova? It's Villanova Wildcats, right?
Villanova Wildcats.
You got the Kentucky. You got Kentucky. They're the Wildcats too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Knicks will be Wildcats. The New York Wildcats. Because Emmanuel Quickly, Julius Randle, all the people from. You dig what I'm saying? That's how you get it done.
Yeah.
That's how you make it happen. Connections. I'm saying connections. That's how you make it done. But
that is true.
What? Bridges makes the Knicks a serious contenders. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
Big time.
Big time. Big time.
That's why he don't need to go there.
Big time. Listen. My mob guy, Leon Rose, he's got plans. He's got plans. Any team that sees a Rose lying on their executive's doorstep, they know Leon Rose been there.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't going to talk about it.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't going to talk about it. Anyway, I could see the Knicks will definitely be in play when it comes to Giannis. If Giannis is to become available, the Knicks are going to be in play. Leon Rose has been waiting for the right guy. He thought Donovan Mitchell was going to be the guy. He didn't want to pay the price that Utah was asking. Plus, Danny Ainge was acting dumb, doing dumb stuff. So, you know what I mean? He wasn't going to trade Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks.
Tell me how you really feel about Ainge.
If I see him, I'm going to slap him because he was acting dumb. But
you hear that, Danny Ainge?
but Leon Rose has been waiting for the moment, for the right person. The Knicks have draft picks. They have great contracts, tradable contracts. They have everything you need to make a move for Giannis. Everything that you need, they got it.
Is everybody on the table for the New York Knicks for Giannis?
Yes, except for Jalen Brunson. You don't put Jalen Brunson in the trade. I mean, that'd be dumb.
Right.
Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, all of those guys, they're all available to trade for Giannis, in my opinion. You probably got to move on from Julius Randle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you could play with Julius Randle and Giannis because Giannis can play the 5.
To be honest, what you just said, if everybody's on the table.
Everybody's on the chopping block.
But Brunson.
Except for Brunson.
They would be better to get him versus Miami, I think.
Yeah. They would have they have more pieces.
They have more pieces
to get him, I think. Better pieces because since everyone's on you have an all-NBA player in Julius Randle. Milwaukee may or may not be interested in him because he's, a little bit older. They may be going in full rebuild mode. So maybe they look more towards RJ in that respect. Emmanuel Quickly in that respect. But the Knicks would have the pieces. They'd have the ability to do it. They would have the pieces.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is Giannis going to look and say, well, I'm gonna make the max anyway. I can make the max in New York and pay higher taxes. I can make the max in someplace else and pay less taxes. I don't know.
Miami, I guess. Miami is less taxes, right?
Could be Miami, right? Less taxes. Also, he's gonna get the same shoe deal wherever he is.
Oh yeah.
Right? Wherever he is, he's gonna get, maybe you get a little bit more playing with the Knicks because all your Knicks fans are gonna definitely go out and buy his sneakers and all that kind of stuff. But the Knicks will be in the running. They'll be knocking at the door.
Oh yeah.
And they'll throw the chips in the middle of the table, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They will be throwing their chips into the middle of the table to get Giannis.
I agree
You
with
know,
that. Maybe even Pluto, Jupiter.
everything, everything, everything. They'll probably throw some Knicks fans in there too.
Take them.
You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
They'll throw some Knicks fans in there too. Yeah, my man Kevin Bergen said, if we would have offered the sun and the moon, Ainge would have wanted Pluto and Jupiter. No doubt about it,
Yeah.
man. That's what he was doing. That's how he was acting. That's how he was
Oh, is
acting.
that who you gonna offer? Well, we want this and this and this.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pluto, Mickey
Right.
Mouse, Donald Duck, they would have wanted all of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the Knicks are going to be at the door for Giannis, and they're going to have one of the best chances to get him,
Yeah.
in my opinion, if
Yeah,
he
they will.
becomes available. And even though he'd be a free agent, the Knicks would be able to talk to him and say, "Okay, this is how much we'd sign you for," and then complete a sign and trade with the Milwaukee Bucks. That's how they'd have to get it done.
Yeah.
So the Knicks will be at the door.
Yeah, they will be.
They'll be at the door. And then you have
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say
the
it.
Fakers. The Fakers will be at the door as well.
Man. The haters.
The Fakers.
The haters.
No, the Fakers. They'll be at the door. You know what I mean? LeBron James is going to try to work magic to get that done with Rob Pelinka.
I feel like they're pulling pieces to try to make that happen now.
Every
Look
team,
at what they're bringing in.
Every team is going to be angling for, Giannis might be available. Oh yeah, we got to make sure our books are right.
Yeah.
Every team is going to be making sure their books are right. The Lakers there'll be another team. I don't know what the draft pick situation looks like.
No, I'm not sure either.
But they'll be, they'll be at the table and they'll try to figure out a way. Everyone will be on the table except for LeBron.
Yeah.
Even AD.
Well, he just signed an extension, I believe. I believe he just.
But he'll be on the table.
Yeah, he probably would be.
You know what I'm saying? Because that money, the extension just helps make the money work when it comes to. Now, Milwaukee probably wouldn't have anything to do with AD because he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why LA would get rid of him.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But, his extension would help make the money work.
Right.
But LA would definitely be at the door. As a matter of fact, the Knicks and LA are two of the early teams that, people are saying would be pursuing Giannis. But those other three teams, I don't think you can't count them out whatsoever. Brooklyn, Golden State, Miami, you can't count them out.
Because they sneaky. They'll figure out a way. They'll figure out a way.
Especially Miami.
Yeah.
Especially Miami. They'll figure something out. Some other teams that's out there, I don't know about Phoenix. They're kind of locked into KD and Devin Booker and them guys. So I don't see that happening.
Giannis would send them over the cliff.
They'd have one of those big guys got to go between Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Booker. One of them guys would probably have to go. So I don't see that happening.
No.
When I seen someone mention OKC. I know they got SGA in OKC, but I don't see that happen. I don't see them going to OKC.
I don't see OKC a contender at all right now.
They're not close enough.
No.
Not close enough. It would be something to see them in LA. The Lakers always seem to find it wouldn't be nice.
It'd be nice.
It wouldn't be nice.
Championships.
Terrible.
2 years in a row championships.
2 years in a row.
That's what it'll be.
Oh. Until LeBron gets too old to play.
Exactly.
But I could see, the Lakers always figure out a way to pull some guys in.
Yeah, they do.
They figure it out. They figure out a way. Rob Pelinka I guess he did a decent job. They won a championship one year. They made it to the Western Conference Finals last season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With pieces that they brought together. So, I think the Lakers will be right there knocking at the door as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knocking at the door too. I would hate it that he went to the Lakers.
I wouldn't.
I'm not a Lakers hater.
Sounds like
I,
it.
I like them a little bit. They're
Them-
cool. They're cool.
They cool.
They're cool.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
man.
They're cool. I don't know. The Lakers, just talking about the Lakers, they just signed Christian Woods. That's a good signing for them,
Very good signing.
right? That's a really good signing for them.
Small price tag too.
Small price tag, veterans minimum for a guy, who at one point had received a big contract. Stock just really fell when he was in Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He I guess he's in a good landing spot with the Lakers.
I just wonder how much playing time he's going to actually get, because
I don't think he would have signed if he wasn't going to get play time.
yeah.
That's the reason why he probably didn't sign in New York.
But who do you put him in for? Because defense.
Well, his defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Another reason why I didn't sign in New York.
Yeah.
Because Tom Thibodeau would have benched his ass. You see what he did to Evan Fournier.
30 seconds out there. Come on back over here.
You see what he did to Evan Fournier. He benched Evan Fournier. Nah, I don't like the way you play defense. Although I did think that he would have been a good fit with the Knicks, because the Knicks need a backup power forward now that Obi has been traded. But he's with the Lakers. Right? He's with the Lakers. I think he makes a good fit, because he can play some 4, can play some 5. So he could be out there on the floor with Anthony Davis at times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got to prove that he can play defense. He's got to also stay healthy. But but with the Lakers, you can't lose by picking up Christian Woods on the veterans minimum. You can't lose.
Can't lose.
You know what I mean?
They'll have their times that they can put him in there and use him, and he'll put in that work for him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much work he's really going to put in.
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of him.
Who would?
Yeah. I've never been a big fan. I know there were a lot of people that would ask, should the Knicks sign Christian Wood? Da, da, da. And I was just, I don't know. I was just never big on it. I didn't feel he played aggressive enough. I felt he was kind of soft, really just a big man that could shoot the 3. That's what I felt about him.
And that's the only thing that'll help a team. He can shoot the 3.
Yeah.
He's a big man that can shoot the 3 out there. So
I mean, because of his height, he can grab a couple of rebounds, but he just wasn't ever my type of player.
Oh, mine either.
And he is now.
Yeah.
He plays for the Lakers. He's your
Doesn't mean
now.
I'm still a fan of the man. Like I need straight defense out there. I need dogs out there.
I mean, listen, the Lakers, that's a big question with them, because the Lakers had one of the best defenses in the league last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what pushed them to the Western Conference Finals. That defense really came together. Can he fit in?
Maybe in the second unit.
Oh yeah, he's not starting.
Yeah.
He's not.
Fitting
I don't
in
think he's going to start.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'd probably come off the bench and back up AD.
Right.
You know what I mean? And play some 4, play some 5. Look,
I mean, I guess if he has to play defense on somebody that's not really great on offense, and they could use him to shoot to pop the 3, a couple of threes here and there.
I mean, listen.
I don't see him getting no big time playing time. So.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he gets 20 to 25 minutes a game.
You think he gets that much?
I do. I think I think they signed him for depth. I mean, he's a guy that has proven that he can average 16, 17 points a game in the league.
Yeah.
So I think he can get 20 to 25 minutes a game. Plus, he wants to prove. He signed with the Lakers for the veterans minimum, right?
Right.
He wants a bigger contract.
Of course.
He wants a bigger contract. And to me, I don't see that he signs with a team where he feels he's not going to get a certain amount of playing time.
He could just be there for the ride. He might. The Lakers
are
contenders.
But if he ain't playing, if he's not playing and they win the championship, ain't nobody giving him no money. He's just going to get another veterans minimum.
Right.
So I think he wants to be in a spot where he can play prove his worth, and then try to get another big, a bigger contract.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons. Well, first of all, they say, everybody says it, but Lakers fan, they want to play for the Lakers, blah, 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 blah. Just about every team that anyone goes to, that's what they say about that team.
Right. I've always wanted to play here.
Yeah,
I finally get the chance.
Yeah,
no one's ever going to say, I never wanted to play here, but
right.
I'm going to play
but
here.
I'm here.
Right.
I didn't want to play in Milwaukee, but they offered me $30 million, so I'm taking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of the reasons why I don't know. I'm just assuming, if the Knicks were even on the table, and the reason why I mentioned the Knicks is because they needed a backup power forward. If the Knicks were even on the table, he probably knows he was only going to get 12 minutes a game.
If that, or he might not even ever saw the floor because your boy ain't going to play him.
I mean, he might not play him because
he don't care. He's like, I need defense, period.
Right. I want defense out there on the floor. And he might not play him if he didn't feel like he played enough defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it probably wasn't a good place for him, a good spot for him, a good fit.
Nah.
Because the minutes weren't going to be, was he going to beat out Julius Randle for? Was he going to take minutes away from Julius Randle? Probably not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, though, maybe he took some minutes from Mitchell Robinson because he can shoot the three. He can also play some center. But the Knicks have, another guy behind Mitchell Robinson that plays center that supposedly can shoot the three, but he didn't shoot it well last year.
Right.
So I don't know. But I guess my question for you is this. Are the Lakers a contending team? Are they contenders with the addition of Christian Wood?
I think they're a contending team without Wood.
Without him, you think they are?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Austin Reeves, he's been showing out.
He's been hooping
in the NBA and doing he's been straight hooping.
He's been hooping in FIBA.
Yeah,
he's been hooping. He's been playing good.
You got Russell. I think in the Western Conference Finals, he kind of disappeared.
Yeah, he disappeared a little bit.
Yeah,
disappeared a little bit.
But before that, you couldn't stop that man.
Right.
So he need to make sure he stays consistent throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
That's his issue.
Yeah, don't snitch on nobody. Stay consistent. Yeah. Don't snitch. Stay consistent. You'll be good.
Just stay quiet and knock him down.
He's done with all that. He was young. He was a young cat. He didn't understand how the league worked.
He know now.
He didn't understand how things work. But yeah, they picked up Gabe Vincent. They signed Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, and now Christian Wood. They re-signed D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura. Of course, you got LeBron James, you got AD, and there's a couple other guys that I don't have on the top of my mind right now, but a couple of pieces that fill in, to help them add that defense, rebounding, hustle, those type of things.
They got a deep bench.
Are they a contending team? Man, I would say yes. I think I would agree with you. They probably are a contending team. You know what I mean?
Stay healthy.
They stay healthy. Anthony Davis has got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Right? He's got to stay healthy. In the West, are they top 3? You got Denver. You're expecting to have Phoenix.
I think they're top 5. They're probably number 4, maybe 5, right there in the middle.
You got Golden State. You got the Lakers. Sacramento was good. I don't know what Dallas is going to be like.
Yeah.
I don't know what Dallas.
That's why I said like. I think they're probably a 5.
Top 5 team.
Top
5?
Yeah.
5th?
I think they're number 5.
So you think they're so you think they'd be a 5th seed?
Yeah, I think they'd be a 5th seed coming in.
Wow.
I don't think they're coming in as a they're not coming in as a again.
What?
What is it? Would they come into the playoffs last season?
Play-in?
Yeah, they're not a play-in team this season coming up.
That's true. I mean, they made it to the Western Conference Finals as a play-in team.
Yeah,
last year.
Now, of course, that's LeBron. He got hurt, and AD, I believe, near the end of the season, right? Which they started making their
they
run.
were kind of banged up.
They kind of started making their run, and then when they came back, they really started making a run to seal up that play-in spot.
They were kind of banged up. I think they're a contending team. I don't know. Or maybe they're not. I don't know. I mean, with Denver and Phoenix there, can they compete with those two teams? Can they beat one of those two teams in a 7-game series? Can they beat Golden State?
I think
maybe. Can they beat Sacramento? I think so. Can they beat Memphis? I think so.
I think they could beat Phoenix. I don't know if they could beat Denver. Denver is the question.
Yeah.
That's the team no one has an answer for right now.
That's the team. That's the team. You know what I mean? So I guess, when you ask about them being a contender, maybe I changed my mind. Maybe they're not.
Contender.
It's going to be deep. The West is going to be deep.
Oh, yeah. West is
the West is deep. Denver, Phoenix, Golden State, the Lakers, the Clippers, Sacramento, Memphis, New Orleans if they're healthy.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm probably missing somebody.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are.
Probably missing somebody. They're deep. They're going to be deep in the West.
Probably got a good 7 or 8 teams that are going to be trying to knock each other off throughout the whole season.
That's going to be something over there in the Western Run, the Wild West.
It's going to be one of those seasons. Every week you turn around. Oh, we're going into the playoffs next week. This team will be number 1. Oh, we're going to the playoffs this week. This team will be number 1.
Right.
It's going to. I think Denver's probably going to hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably with Phoenix. I mean, not Phoenix. Who's that? Maybe Sacramento, right there. Sacramento or Golden State. But I kind of think LA is about that 5 spot right there. I think that's going to be their landing spot going into the playoffs.
I forgot about Dallas.
Yeah. You think they learned their lesson from last season?
I don't know. They better not try to tank it out again this season. I'm gonna be real mad because the Knicks got that pick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they did us dirty last year. Super dirty.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what's going on, man, and how things unfold. 30 teams in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I think we're gonna do probably grab maybe 2 or 3 teams a week for the next couple of weeks leading up to training camp and kind of break down what's going on with that team.
Yeah.
I think that's something we need to do.
I'm right there with you.
You know what I mean? Break down what's going on with that team. You know, what are their are they gonna be a contending team? Are they gonna be a bum team? You know, what's happening with them? They losing players, gaining players. You know, what's it look like? Everything. I think we got to do that.
Yeah.
We can start with the Knicks.
Of course we are. But you know what? We can start with the Knicks and end it with the best team in LA. Let's go.
The Clippers.
Lakers.
Yeah, we can end it with the Clippers.
Laker Nation, baby.
We can end it with the Clippers.
Hashtag Laker Nation.
We can end it with the Clippers. The paper clips.
Oh,
that's what Charles Oakley used to call them back in the day. The paper clips.
Paper clips.
Paper clips. They're not the paper clips now, but they used to be called. He used to call them the paper clips. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Leave it in the comment section, man. Who are your top 5 teams for Giannis? And are the Lakers a contending team? Mike, anything you want to finish it off with, man?
Go LA Lakers?
No.
I guess New York Knicks go ahead and win the East.
Don't we got a boo button over there?
It's off.
We have a boo button over there? We need to get that boo button fixed.
Oh, man.
We need to get the boo button fixed,
The
man.
haters.
We definitely got to get that boo button fixed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Around the microphone. Peace.